we're doing unit conversions, and the important part about unit conversions is that we have our given units, and to turn our given units into our desired units, we have to put them under. So we have given and desired. So that's what we're working with here, given and desired. So on our unit conversion homework, I'm going to do problem number 2 with you. So problem number 2. So it says, convert each of the following quantities to indicate the units. Use the appropriate number of significant digits to express your units. So A, so 2A, we are given 0.005. Oh, got another 0. 0.005. 0.988 megaliters, so big M liters. And it's asking us to convert this to liters. So if we were setting this up with a conversion factor here, we would set it up this way, so that we have 10 to the 6th liters over 1 megaliter. And this would give us our answer in liters. You could conversely come in here and look at the difference between megaliters and our base unit. So like our base unit in this case is liters. So 1 liter equals 1 million megaliters. Or 1 megaliter is 1 million liters. So if we're doing this, we could just count the number of decimal points we have to move over. So since we're starting in megaliters and we're going to liters, we could just go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 decimal places over, and we would wind up with 5,098 liters. So whether you're doing this method or you're plugging it into the calculator, either would work. So for 2B, it is asking us to convert 57.2 inches to feet. So we're starting with 57.2 inches, and we want to change that into feet. So our conversion factor here is going to be our desired unit, which is 1 foot, over our given unit, which is 12 inches. Now notice that these are equivalent. It's an equivalency. I always put this over 1. Going forward, I cross out my like units, and then we're going to divide the 57.2 by 12, and after some conventional rounding, I am going to get 4.77 feet, because that is the only unit that is left. So that is 2B. Coming over to 2C, which is asking us to take 4 feet and 6.5 inches, and it wants us to convert that as fractional inches. Okay, so for this, our 6.5 inches is already in fractional inches. So I'm actually going to go put this down here, bring it down. I'm going to say plus 6.5, because that's already in fractional inches. And then what I'm going to do over here is I'm going to take my 4 feet. I'm going to say 4 feet over 1. And my desired here is inches. my given is feet. So 1 feet equals 12 inches, which is going to give me 48 inches. So we've got 48 inches now coming over here, plus our 6.5 inches, which is going to give me 54.5 inches. That would be our answer in fractional inches. So we got 2D next. And 2D is asking us to change 6 feet and 9 inches into the nearest foot, or the nearest hundredth of a foot. Okay, so for this, I'm going to just move my 6 feet down here because that is already in feet, and I need to convert this 9 inches over 2 feet. So we're starting with 9 inches, and we want to convert that to feet decimally. So what we got here, if we're doing a conversion factor, is we have our desired unit, which is feet, our given unit, which is inches. We've got 12 inches per foot, and we'll see what we get. So inches crosses out. 9 times 1 is 9 over 12 gives us 0.75 feet. We got 0.75 feet. That's going to come down here. I'm going to add it to my 6 feet, 0.75 feet, which will give us 6.75 feet for 2D. Our next one is E, 2E, which is laid out as they want to take 935.6 inches, and we want to turn that into yards. Now, we don't have a direct conversion here for that, so I have to set up linking units. So the way I'm going to set this up is I'm going to set it up that times my linking unit. So first I'm going to change my inches into feet. So this is linking these. And then I'm going to change my feet into yards. So it's the same procedure. 3 feet equals 1 yard. So we have the same procedure going on here where we're still having our desired over our given. We just have to do the desired twice. From here, I can cross multiply out all of the units I no longer need. So my only unit left is yards. And then I go through. So this process would end up being in order of operations. Plug it into your calculator, but when we do 935, I'm getting my calculator out, 935.6 divided by 12. This right here, this section right here, if we bring it down, is going to give us 77.96 repeating. And then, so that's a whole number. And then when you take that and you divide it by 1 over 3, so we're dividing that by 3 now, you're going to get 25.98 repeating. So I'm going to say 25.99 for my answer. So that is how you would do 2E. And here 2F, which is asking us to convert 23,500,000 100,000 nanometers into millimeters. Okay. So if we're looking at our chart here, we gotta find. So here's nanometers, and here is millimeters. So we're going from -9 powers of 10 to -6. Or -3, I apologize. So from -9 to -3. So that means we got to move the 0 6 places. So we're going from 10 to the -9 power to 10 to the -3rd power, which equals 6 spaces. So I'm just going to take this, and since millimeters are larger than nanometers, the number is going to get smaller. So I'm going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. The new decimal is going to go here, so 23.5 millimeters is our answer for 2F. And finally, 2G. So 2G is asking 95 inches to meters. Okay. Or 98.6, so 98.6 inches. And we're going to go to meters. So we're going to have some conversion factors here. So first conversion factor, I'm going to change inches to centimeters. So 1 inch is equal to 2.54 centimeters. And then I'm going to change 1 centimeter into meters, which is 10 to the -2 meters. So once again, I cross out, I cross out, I cross out, I cross out, because I'm not using them. This part right here is pretty straightforward. It's just multiplication, so I'm going to put that in my calculator very quickly. So, putting my calculator, 98.6 times 2.54. This is going to give me 250.44. 4 over 1 times 10 to the -2 over 1. So what that's essentially saying is I just have to move the decimal place over 2 spots here. So that's what I'm going to do. 1, 2. Not even going to bother putting my calculator. And we will get 2.50 for rounding purposes meters. So there we go. That is all of the unit conversion for problem number 2. I hope this was helpful, and good luck.